intellectually just really kind of the bottom of the barrel. I think she was a DEI hire, and I think that that's what we're seeing.
They chose her because of DEI, and they're stuck with her.
Her whole history is DEI.
Are you suggesting she was a DEI hire?
100%. She was a DEI hire.
She's a DEI hire, right? She's a woman. She's colored, therefore she's got to be good.
That is just a sampling of the DEI rhetoric going after Harris, simply because Biden said he'd choose a black woman as VP back in 2020. While it's unlikely to stop the party of racists from being racist, GOP leaders are begging their colleagues to stop using this racist language against Harris. Here's Mike Johnson pleading his case. Take a look.
Some of your colleagues have been criticizing her over the issue of diversity. Tim Burchett said that she was a DEI hire. Is that appropriate?
Listen, this election, as I noted at the outset, is going to be about policies, not personalities. This is not personal with regard to Kamala Harris and her ethnicity or her gender. Have nothing to do with this whatsoever. This is about who can deliver for the American people and get us out of the mess that we're in. Every area of public policy is a disaster because the Biden-Harris administration made it that way.
And that is, current Speaker Mike Johnson's stance on it. But here's the former Speaker Kevin McCarthy saying, I disagree with DEI, but she's the vice president of the United States. These congressmen that are saying it, they're wrong in their own instincts. And before I bring you in here, Sharon, if DEI to them, of course, we know that's not accurate, but to them, if DEI is supposed to mean not competent, voters seem to think Trump is not competent. In the most recent Reuters Ipsos poll, 56% of registered voters agreed with the statement that Harris, 59, was mentally sharp and able to deal with challenges, compared to 49% who said the same of Trump at age 78.
A storm is tearing up the digital media industry. Only our audience can save us in these difficult times. Help us reach our goal of 100,000 new members at tyt.com/team.
What do you make of this wave of racist attacks that we've seen? It hasn't even been a full week of her as the presumptive nominee, as her fully running for president, and they're already out of the gate, full masks off. What do you make of this?
As expected, America, look at your life. This is what I expect from old white guys and Megyn Kelly. The clip you played sounded like it was straight out of, a public toilet, or perhaps at one of their exclusive gentlemen's clubs where they were kind of handling their business on the toilet and talking a lot of trash before exiting with toilet paper hanging out of the back of their pants. They sound like fools, okay? They sound like fools because they are fools. The real affirmative action in America is people like that. They don't have the mental acuity, the capacity, the intelligence to articulate an argument against this accomplished woman. So they go with DEI, nut, slut, whatever, and they hope that it sticks with the American people. But the American people are hurting. And I think whether you went to Harvard or you didn't go at all, you know when you're hurting and it's time to right this ship.
Yeah, it's a total erasure of her work, her accomplishments. And of course, you can attack her on her platform. I mean, we talked about it earlier. Like it's politics. It's an election cycle. Yeah, but they can't do that, and that they were unwilling to do that out of the gate. Their first line of attack was a racist one. They want to say DEI is their buzzword, right? But what was it a couple years ago before they manufactured this new talking point? It was affirmative action, which was a coded way for them to just say like, well, these people of color, these black people shouldn't be getting these jobs. They didn't earn it, which of course we knew was bogus, but it was just another racist cover. It's totally transparent what they're trying to do. And if you're really worried about people not getting, or if you're really worried about people getting jobs that they didn't deserve, look at the Trump family. How did Ivanka Trump get a job in the White House? Did she go through a rigorous interview process? What was on her resume? How did Dawn and Eric get jobs at their dad's company? What was Jared Kushner's resume? What were his qualifications to have a job in the White House and oversee relations with countries in the Middle East. If you're really worried about people getting jobs they don't deserve, look at your party's leader. Do you have anything else to add on this, Sharon? This is just such a ludicrous
I think you're exactly
attack line.
right. Nothing was on Ivanka's resume except styled by Barney's. That's about it. There's nothing that made her uniquely qualified. Irritating, yes, but qualified, no. And it's so low rent what they're doing. It's not even entertaining. Sometimes people like to have some jokes told. They like to get in the gutter. It's why some people go to comedy shows, frankly. But it's not funny and it's so low rent. Why not just repurpose the birth certificate thing? Why not be a birther and say, where's her birth certificate? Somewhere in Jamaica, India, perhaps. It's just stunningly beneath all of us, but right on message, right on brand for them.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I have seen people start to make that case. I don't know if it'll gain as much steam as it did with Obama, but also Trump was the one who helped popularize the birtherism argument against Obama. Remains to be seen.
Thanks for watching our video. Did you know that you can support our show by becoming a subscriber? Just click the subscribe button and also ring the bell so that you get notifications when we're live or when we post new content.